These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of quiz challengers attempt to beat the greatest quiz team in Britain. Here they are, the Eggheads. And today's fearsome foursome are Steve, Pats, Beth, and Barry, also called the Brain. Got a special team for you today. You want to meet them?
Yes, please.
Hoping to scramble the eggs today are Top Landing Gear. Now, this team of aviation enthusiasts take their team name from the podcast they started 2 years ago. It's about all things flying related and features a quiz at the end of each show. Let's meet them.
Hello, I'm Rob, a television presenter, a one-time quiz show host and a podcast host.
Hello, I'm Roy, and I'm the lead singer for the band Scouting for Girls.
Hello, I'm James, and I'm an airline pilot.
Hi, I'm Jez. I'm a company director and fencing contractor.
So, Rob and team, welcome. How great to see you.
It's great to be here. We thought this would be a really fun idea when I suggested it. We're now really looking for the exit quite closely.
Yeah. But you're
find them here.
Very good.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. The first Eggheads joke of the season. So you're sort of almost like a person who's walked the same BBC corridors as me, because you spent a long time on London Plus and Newsroom South East and all of that.
All the regional stuff. You were proper network.
No, come on.
Newsnight.
But also, you just mentioned, Roy, you notice this, Beth, you love your music and your showbiz. Roy just mentions he's the lead singer of Scouting for Girls.
No, just a casual...
It's a major band. You've got to front it, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely not choosing Beth if I get music.
But it's aviation that brings you together. Is it? Yeah. Down the end of it, we love flying and planes and...
Yeah, well, that's when we had a sort of a chat group where we were all discussing aviation things, got together for a curry one night and laughed at ourselves quite badly. And then somebody said, wouldn't it be good if we recorded all this? And that's how the podcast was born. OK,
well, look, here you are. Good luck, challengers, playing the Eggheads, just, ready to go for lift-off here. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs. If the challengers fail to win, we just roll the prize money over. So, Top Landing Gear, I can tell you the Eggheads have got into their stride. They've won the last 5. So there's £6,000 that you're playing for. Shall we crack on?
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Rob looks a bit uncertain there. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of science. I think plain people like science, generally. Now, who wants this?
I think that's
you, Jim, isn't it?
What we decided? It's me.
OK, James, against which Egghead? So you've got Steve and Pat and Beth and Barry.
Well, I think I'll compliment Steve by taking him on.
All right, let's see what happens here. James from Top Landing Gear versus Steve from the Eggheads. And to ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions in our famous question room. James, 3 multiple-choice questions. Science is the subject. I reckon you've got a bit of science in you. Would you like to go first or second against our Steve?
I'm going to go second, please.
OK, Steve, good luck. Here's your first question. Which of these polygons has 12 sides? Dodecagon, hexadecagon, or octadecagon?
That's a dodecagon, Jeremy.
It is. OK, James, what is the scientific name of the human shin bone? Clavicle, tibia, or scapula?
I think I've broken my clavicle, and that was in the shoulder. Scapula, I'm not sure where that is, but I believe it's the tibia.
Yes, you're right. Steve, 1 each. Your question. Which of these animals belongs to the same family as the giraffe? The gnu, the okapi, or the impala?
That's the carpy, Jeremy.
That's right. What does it look like?
A bit like a giraffe.
OK. James, what is the official name of the US government's global positioning system first launched in 1978? Navstar, Artemis, or Skylab?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not Skylab, which leaves me with a 50-50 chance. I'm going to go down the middle and go for Artemis.
Steve, do you know this?
Artemis is the new rocket to the moon sort of business. I don't know Navstar, but that's what I would have gone for.
Yeah, Navstar is the answer. So Steve has a chance to take the round with this, your third question. In 2003, the Met Office moved its headquarters from Berkshire to which location? Kent, Devon, or Norfolk?
Met Office. I should know this, but I don't. It's gonna have to be a guess, I'm afraid. Devon.
James, you know this.
Yeah, it's Exeter, Devon.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that, Steve. Sorry, James. Well played, though. Come back to us and rejoin your teams. So as it stands, the challengers have lost a brain from the final round. The Eggheads are all still intact. The next subject is geography. Challengers.
I think it's you.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's Rob. So there's Pat and there's Beth and there's Barry.
You try Beth? I think I'd like to invite Beth.
OK, right. Rob from Top Landing Gear versus Beth from the Eggheads on geography. Please take your positions in our famous question room. Now, at the very start, Rob, you mentioned the game show that you did, Turnabout. You did about 8 years of it, so it was a popular show, right?
Do you know, I think we were lucky in that it was in the 1990s. Not many people perhaps had remote controls to hand, and we followed neighbours. So we used to get the neighbours' audience, and it was mostly students anyway at that time of day, so BBC One lunchtimes, and they probably couldn't be bothered to get up and turn it over. So, yeah, we got the fallout from neighbours, so it was well watched.
Beth, I'm thinking this might be the most modest team we've ever had in.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
OK. Rob, do you want the first or second set of geography questions?
I'll go first, please, Jeremy.
OK, here we go. The Elizabeth Line, which opened in London in May 2022, is also known by what name? DLR, Thameslink or Crossrail?
I know it's not the Docklands Light Railway, DLR. I know it's not Thameslink. They've been around for a little while. It's known as Crossrail, Jeremy.
Yes, you're right. OK. Beth, your question. Which Australian state that has Hobart as its capital is the smallest by area? Tasmania, Victoria or Queensland?
I'm beginning to rival Lisa with my knowledge of Australia. But luckily, I do know that the capital of Tasmania is Hobart, so Tasmania.
Tasmania is correct. Back to you, Rob. Duxford, home of Britain's largest aviation museum, is a village in which English county? Somerset, Warwickshire or Cambridgeshire?
I mean, this is a bit of a gift for someone who does an aviation podcast, and it is in Cambridgeshire, Jeremy.
You've got it right. Well done. Cambridgeshire. OK, Beth. The Øresund Bridge is a 16-kilometre rail and road link between Denmark and which country? Are we talking Sweden, Norway or Finland?
Well, I'm hoping it's its next-door neighbour in Sweden.
It is Sweden. This is a bit of a tight round, isn't it? 2-2. Back to our challenger. Nur Sultan, the capital of Kazakhstan, was known by what name until 2019? Was it known as Astana, Podgorica or Chisinau?
Gosh, Kazakhstan, Astana. So I go for my first thought, which was Astana, or the one that I'm just about to say, Chisinau. I'm going for Jeremy.
Where is Chisinau, Eggheads?
Moldova.
Is it the capital of Moldova? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, Rob. That's wrong. It's Astana. OK, Beth, you can take the round with this question. The US city of Detroit sits on the Detroit River, which connects Lake St. Clair to which of the Great Lakes? Superior, Ontario, or Erie?
I am hoping, though I should really know the order of the Great Lakes, both north to south, east to west, and biggest to smallest, every other which way. Detroit is in Michigan, and Michigan is on the banks of Lake Superior.
Do you know this, Rob?
Nope.
I'm afraid
I've gone wrong completely.
You've gone astray.
Yeah.
It's Erie. So Rob's still in the contest. We go to sudden death. OK, it gets a little bit more tricky here, Rob, because I don't give you alternative options. Which promontory of basalt columns lies on the edge of the Antrim Plateau in Northern Ireland?
If Pat could just sort of send me a little message through, it's so well known, and it is the Giant's Causeway.
Absolutely right. Well done. Beth, over to you. You need this to stay in. Nicosia is the capital of which Mediterranean island?
It's the capital of Cyprus.
Correct. Cyprus is right. Rob, back to you. Sudden death. What name is given to the large bay of the North Sea between Norfolk and Lincolnshire?
That is the Wash.
It is the Wash. Well done. Ahead again. Beth, Which city in northeast Spain is famous for the Fiesta de San Fermín, which includes the famous running of the bulls?
Oh, that definitely helps. That makes it Pamplona.
It is Pamplona. Rob, your question. Which Essex town is partly named after a type of crocus?
Do you know, I actually think I know this, and I cannot think of the name of the place. Essex town, Crocus, Saffron Walden?
Saffron Walden is right. Nicely done.
Very good.
Wow. Okay, Beth on the edge. You've got to get this right to stay in. Sudden death. Beth, the Green Mountains, part of the Appalachian Mountain System, extend for approximately 250 miles north to south through the centre of which New England state?
I'm hoping it's going to be the derivation of its name in French, which would make it Vermont.
Vermont is right. Rob, which Canadian city is the only remaining walled city in the country and celebrated its 400th anniversary in 2008?
Well, the most historic city I'm thinking is Quebec. That's on the sea, so would it be walled? I don't know. I'll say Quebec.
Quebec is correct. Playing well. Let's see if Beth can keep up. The Three Peaks of Yorkshire, Beth, is the name given to the Pennine Hills of Pennygent, Ingleborough, and which other?
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not, but Kinder Scout?
No, it's Whernside.
Yeah, I'll
so
never
well
have got
done,
that.
Rob. You've done it. You've knocked out the Egghead. Pulled things back for your team. Okay, we'll be back shortly. If you would like to work on a question from the Eggheads during the break, Barry's got one.
My question is this. How is a score of 3 on the high neck scale more commonly known?
A score of 3 on the high neck
On the
scale.
high neck scale.
Okay, Barry, thank you. We'll have the answer.
Will have
for
heard
you.
of the answer.
Okay, answer coming after the break. Welcome. Now, Barry had the most brilliant question for us. It was, how is a score of 3 on the high neck scale more commonly known? H-Y-N-E-K. I mean, I normally think it must be earthquake related, but...
No, it's extraterrestrial related.
Oh,
A
what?
score of 3 on the high neck scale is known as a close encounter of the third kind.
And a score of 1 would be even closer than that, or...?
5 is actually when you actually go
First
visiting
contact.
with them.
Okay, 5 is when you don't come back. Well done if you got that at home. The high neck scale. Thank you, Barry. As it stands, Top Landing Gear have now started their fight back. They have lost a brain, but the Eggheads have lost one as well. They've lost Beth, and we play on with music. Now, I know you love your music.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Roy. It's got to
There's
happen.
no winner here.
I hope it's not going to be all opera anyway. So, against which Egghead? You got Pat or Barry?
Pat or Barry?
Go for Barry. I think that's a good call. Guys, any
I
thoughts?
think as long as they're not on Ariana Grande or Dua Lipa, we should be OK.
Okay.
Okay.
Good James.
You've chosen Barry?
Barry, yeah.
Barry, it is Roy from Top Landing Gear, but also from Scouting for Girls versus Barry from the Eggheads. To ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions. Good luck, Roy. And I've seen your band live, by the way, playing with on a Radio 2 in Hyde Park day. It was kind of Elvis-themed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a celebration of Elvis, all things Elvis, and obviously we were invited to sing Elvis Ain't Dead. And I think we did an Elvis number as well. And then, but I always remember that show because as we left, there were a couple of other bands playing, but our guitarist's girlfriend at the time was saying, "Why are you leaving? We can't leave yet. We haven't seen Elvis."
Right. Oh, she was maybe a bit young and thought Elvis was still going.
And I'm not going to mock anybody before I do a music quiz on TV.
No. Well, and I know, listen, if it all goes opera, you have my apologies in advance. Okay, Roy, would you like the first or second set of questions?
I would like to go first, please, Jeremy.
Good luck, okay. The musician on music. What was the title of Britney Spears' first UK #1 single? Was it I Kissed a Girl, Baby One More Time, or Umbrella?
It was, I remember this very well. I was at school and it was Baby One More Time.
Baby One More Time is the right answer. Okay. Barry, which of these musicians was a headline act at the 2022 Glastonbury Festival? Was this Rod Stewart, Paul McCartney, or Elton John?
Boom, 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 boom. I think that was Paul McCartney.
It was, yay, Paul McCartney. Roy, Nellie Forbush and Emile de Becq are characters in which stage musical? Is it The King and I, Miss Saigon, or South Pacific?
Okay, I have very limited knowledge of musicals. It's a bit of a guess, but because of Emile being slightly Spanish, I'm going South Pacific.
Yes, South Pacific's right. So, Barry, here we go. Leo Delibes' popular flower duet features in the first act of which opera? Is it Lakme, Coppelia, or Sylvia?
I'm on much safer ground here now. The flower duet is from Lakme.
Is he right, Roy?
I have absolutely no idea.
Say yes.
Yes, he's
Yes, he's
Barry's
right. So look, it's 2-2. Roy, the reclusive Carlos Kleiber was best known for his skill in which role? Was he a composer, a countertenor, or conductor?
Okay, I'm not sure what the middle one is, and I can't imagine you being reclusive if you're a conductor, because it's almost like being the front man. So it's a guess, and I'm going to guess composer.
That's wrong. Any Eggheads know?
Celebrated conductor.
Celebrated conductor. Right, there we are. Conductor it is. Barry, here we go. Rosonda Chili Thomas found fame with which girl group? Pussycat Dolls, TLC, or Destiny's Child?
Well, I'm pretty certain she wasn't in Destiny's Child, and I don't think she was in Pussycat Girls, so I'll go for TLZ.
TL what?
I can't read it from here.
So you're going for the one...
I'm going for the one in the middle.
The one you're most familiar with. Beth knows this.
Yeah, it's TLC.
TLC.
Oh,
TLC's the right answer. You've taken the round. Roy, sorry, knocked out by Barry on music. Come back to us and we'll play the final round. So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which as always is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads aren't going to be in the final round. So that's Roy and James from Top Landing Gear, but also Beth from the Eggheads. Would you please now leave the studio? So we have brothers, Rob and Jez playing to win Top Landing Gear, £6,000. Steve, Pat and Barry playing for the Eggheads' precious reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. They're all general knowledge and you can confer. So challengers, the question is, can your 2 brains defeat these 3 over here? And Rob and Jez, would you like to go first or second?
Can I suggest we go first?
Would you like to suggest that?
May I?
Yes.
Do you have another suggestion?
We could go second. Let's go first.
We'll go first, please, Jeremy.
OK, general knowledge. First question is for Top Landing Gear. Which footballer's wife did battle with Colleen Rooney in the so-called Wagatha Christie libel trial? Was this Rebecca Vardy, Fern Hawkins, or Annie Kilner?
That was Rebecca Vardy.
Yeah. It was Rebecca Vardy, Jeremy.
It was indeed Rebecca Vardy's right. Now we go to our Eggheads, who made a $44 billion bid for Twitter in April 2022. Eggheads, was it Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or Mark Zuckerberg?
Musk, yeah. It's Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is right. 1 each. Back to our challenges. In a standard game of Monopoly, which of these properties is worth £160? Pentonville Road, Coventry Street, or Northumberland Avenue?
I've never actually finished a game of Monopoly.
It is a long game. I've played with my kids recently. I'm trying to picture the square, the board. Yeah. I'm going to go, if you're okay with this, Pentonville Road, Jeremy.
Eggheads, do you know this?
yes.
Northumberland.
Northumberland Avenue. All right, we're in an interesting tight position now for the challengers. We're hoping secretly that you get this wrong, Eggheads. If you don't, you will be in the lead in the final round. The word quisling, meaning a traitor who collaborates with an enemy force occupying their country, was the surname of a Nazi collaborator who served as the head of which country's government during World War II? Was it Greece, Norway, or Hungary?
Vidkun, Norway.
Norway, yeah, I'm happy with that. This was Vidkun Quisling and Norway.
It was Norway. Didn't know that. They've gone ahead. You need to get this one right, gentlemen, to stay in. What are the dimensions in millimeters of an A3 piece of paper? Is it 148 by 210, 210 by 297, or 297 by 420? So there we are, the dimensions in millimeters.
Right. So it's the bigger one.
It's the bigger one. So
isn't it?
I think it's twice the size of A4. I'm going to go 297 by 420.
You sure?
Yes.
Tell him then.
Jeremy, 297 by 420.
And you're absolutely right. 297 by 420.
Bro.
Well done, Jez. Okay, but the Eggheads can do it with this question. If you get this right, the contest is over, Eggheads. The Englishman Kenton Cool is a famous name in which field? Surfing, skydiving, or mountaineering?
I've never heard of him.
I think he might be one of these people who does Everest 3 times in 4 days, these sort of feats. I'm not certain by any means. He doesn't ring. I've heard of him, and he doesn't ring a bell as being a surfer or a skydiver.
Well, I would go with your gut feel.
Yeah, I'm happy to go with that.
Go with your gut
idea.
feel.
We'll try that. We think he may be a mountaineer. Mountaineering.
Mountaineer is your answer. Did you know?
No.
No, not a clue.
Kenton Cool, Eggheads, is a famous name in the field of mountaineering. We say congratulations, you have won.
Well done.
They did it again. I never know whether it's knowledge or it's some inspired guesswork or something. Okay, well, listen, commiserations. The Eggheads have done their thing. I apologise for you quite a lot at the moment, Eggheads, for your behaviour in this quiz room. Your winning streak continues. You keep winning. It does mean the challengers don't take home the £6,000, so we roll the money over to our next show, and Eggheads, you'll have a go at defending a bigger total then. Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to take them down for £7,000. Till then, goodbye.
Celebrating the best that glorious Lake Como has to offer, Bethany Hughes gets to see what all the fuss is about on her magical brand new Paris to Rome journey at 9. Star of stage and screen, tomorrow night we celebrate the wonderful Tommy Steele, brand new The Great Entertainer is at 8:30. Next tonight, Susan Calman's off on a grand day out to Kent.